Oh, what's up, everybody? This will be video 12. It's just a continuation of the Glastron se175. I just wanted to update everybody where I'm at. Today what I did is I turned around and I pulled off the out drive. You can see it's SX Cobra. I did all the checking of the universal joints. Universals were fine. The drive actually was pretty straightforward, came off real easy. A lot of times when I've messed with these, right here where the trim cylinder rams actually mount, this likes to oxidize a lot, and these rods hardly ever come out. Today I just got lucky, I guess. They actually both came out with hardly any issues. So you know, a little bit of tapping, but let me give everybody an update. Let me show everybody where I'm at. And right here you can see here's where the out drive used to mount. What I just now did, just to give everybody an update, I intentionally put the boat up further so I could take the trim cylinders and I could put them right up along that carpet right there, just so they weren't hanging down, causing any issues. But what I just got done doing is changing out this little gizmo right here. This would be your trim cylinder itself, or not your trim cylinder, excuse me, your trim center unit. That on the outside's pretty straightforward. Literally mounts right here, right in this little slot right here, and it's got a slight adjustment so you can turn it up left. Getting it off on the outside, well, there's a little bit of corrosion. I had worked the screws out so it didn't snap the screws, but getting it off was a piece of cake. Getting to the inside of it, that's where it got a little bit tricky. Let me show everybody how it gets tricky. Let me come on in this boat real quick here. All right. All right. Okay. If you look right down in here, right down where this water tube goes, well, right above that, you can see that trim sensor wire coming out of there. It uses this, it's called a hairpin clip. And getting to that hairpin clip, with this motor being inside the boat, was definitely not a picnic. What I ended up doing, I ended up using a pair of wire strippers with the very tip of the point here to go ahead and grab that and actually get it in. It took me a little bit to get it in because you got to have it like at a perfect angle. Before I put that rubber boot back in there as well, I also coated it with some silicone just so I know it's going to seal all the way around. All the hairpin clip does is it makes sure it don't come back out. Also today, I also installed an inline blower. The one that was in here was no good. So you can see right there's the inline blower. Comes up, comes right to the vents right there. And then right down here towards the very lowest section where fumes would accumulate. And then I attached the other side, because these would just be fresh air. One comes under. That would be when you're in motion, the boat's air is blowing through here and it's going down, and it should come right back up through here, right back out. So that's pretty much what I did today. Let me show you some part numbers here. All right. Let's see, now that's for another project I'm working on here. Okay, if you need to get a gasket set, and you're going to need a gasket set when you do the out drive, this is your part number right here, 18-2613, and it's made by Sierra. It's all Cobra, 94, 86 to 94. Although this is a 97, this gasket set will still work with this particular model, so there's no issue there. I also got a base timing clip. This is the clip that when you're setting up your timing in the boat, which this one was all messed up, this clip replaces the clip on the electronic timing adjustment. You put this in there and it sets it to a base timing, and then you can set your timing from that point forward to make sure you're at the different timing intervals times the different RPMs within the boat. One thing I wanted to mention on this here, you can see the RPM gauge. When you're setting your base time, you don't rely on that gauge. Set up a different tach meter to make sure you're getting the correct thing. I also got a Volvo Penta touch-up paint spray enamel. It's SX Silver, part number 3851219, and that's going to be to redo the whole out drive and get that drive, you know, centered, fixed, and make it look good again. This here would be the lower exhaust bellows. You can see where it's grooved all the way down. I got this off eBay. Part number on it's N as in Nancy 182764. And I mean, the quality seems really good on this. This would be the upper U-joint bellow, and this is you can see where it says U-joint bellow replaces Volvo DP-S or DP-S and then SX. The part number on the SX side is going to be 987467, and that's for the U-joint bellow. But as I keep going along here, I'll keep filling everybody in where I'm at. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, right here. These here are also new nylon locks, and this would be for the outdrive and the trim ram cylinders. But it's recommended. There's 10 of them. You want to replace them all. Don't put the old ones back on. You're just gonna run into trouble. The nylon's probably worn out, stripped out by this point. It's not even worth trying to put it on. I did get the boat to where it is running in excellent shape at this point, and that's before I do any kind of base timing. This boat's running beautifully right now. It's one key and it fires right over. Now, with that being said, I've changed a lot of, in subsequent videos, you've seen where I've changed the spark plugs and the wires and reset all the timing, new distributor cap rotor. I checked the coil. A new valve for the gas tank was put in, and it's a one-way valve. The gas, it can flow through, but it can't be siphoned back down through, and it keeps the boat primed at all times. I also put in a new ignition switch right here. So now it's got a brand new ignition switch in it. All the dashes have been painted now. All the lower sections have been painted. You can see where that's been painted now. So I mean, we're getting somewhere on this boat. But as I go along, I'll keep filling everybody in on it. And I guess I'll see you in video 13. Video 13 will contain the outdrive being put back on. It'll also contain its new paint job, how to properly grease the outdrive, and and whatnot. Anything else I can do, because it's pretty much almost complete, with the exception of right around these, right around this windshield here. I'm gonna go ahead and I ordered some canvas, boat canvas or marine canvas, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make a boat cover that'll go from here clean all the way back to the very back. And then for the front of the open bow here, it'll also get snaps all the way around it, and then there's going to be a bow cover for that as well. But that'll also be in the subsequent video. But until then, everybody have a great day.